Hey guys, are you sick and tired of having to clean your chicks' water out every single day? Well, keep watching the video and I'm going to show you a fix for that. One of the projects I'm working on today is a watering system for the chicks. Because what you learn is they're very messy. Chickens in specific will poop in their water. Pond shavings that we keep in the bottom of the brooder, they get all that in the water, and it's just a pain in the butt every day to try to empty it. Really, it's more than once a day too. You end up having to empty it like 3-4 times a day. We're trying to cut down on time and on pointless things. So what I've done here is I took what's called a bulkhead union with EPDM washer. It's a 3/4 inch. Right here, I'm tightening that, making sure it's pretty tight, don't want to over tighten. And the way you get the hole, you go to ChatGPT and you ask them what size your hole should be, and it said 1.5 inches. What you're going to notice is when you unscrew it, the screwing works opposite. So usually it's righty-tighty, lefty-loosey. With these, it's lefty-tighty, righty-loosey. So yeah, you're going to twist it right. The reason you don't just drill 3/4 inch hole, the threads on the inside are 3/4 inch, but this thing is wider than that. So I took a hole saw 1.5 inch and just drilled down into it. The bucket did go to shake and twist around on me like crazy once that pilot bit hit it, so just be careful. Hold on to the bucket tight. What I did is I took this and I pushed it up through the bottom, which is a very tight fit. So I think I saw in another YouTube video, use some oil or something, and then that you're gonna tighten down on it. I went to Lowe's, Home Depot, whatever, and I bought one of these because with this system, it's 1/2 inch PVC. That's what I already did it in, and I don't wanna have to go redo all this. So if you got 1/2 inch PVC, if you have 3/4, they make threaded 3/4 as well, so you don't have to change anything out if you start with 3/4, but I started with 1/2 inch. If you take this, it's just gonna thread right in there, but you're supposed to use the thread tape, which I'll get here in a minute. Hand tighten it. I'm gonna put a little piece of 1/2 inch PVC that fits in there, and I'm gonna use my little ratcheting tool, and I'm just gonna get a small piece. I'm kind of OCD, as you'll notice too. All the other times I've done this, I will take every pipe, every fitting, and wash them with water. I know a lot of people probably don't do that. These things get dirt and mud on them if you drop them or you leave them outside. And I just like things to look halfway clean, even though I've got primer all over everything, but I like it. I'd rather have primer than mud, I guess. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take a little piece, just giving me enough room to get a shut-off valve on it. So that's gonna go in there. And now I want a shut-off valve just because I want to test this and I want to see if it actually works. Chicks are very dirty. Chickens are very dirty animals. My wife, she loved them being in the house there for like 2 or 3 weeks. She was really jumping for joy. But I bought these little tees online because these specifically twist into this like that. So this is untwisting it, but you'll see it's got like a little threaded head on the end, and these are just different colors. They have the same head, so there's nothing different there. And if you push this part, that's how the chickens get water. They'll push it, and then you see that pops out, the water will flow in front of that sill. You buy these tees right here on Amazon with the thread. You're gonna take that threaded end, and you're just gonna literally twist it on. I try to not over tighten things. The rest of this is just PVC. You're gonna, each section here, cut the PVC, put the T on, prime and glue it, put the little nipple on there, and then the next section starts again, and you just keep going all the way down the line. Now this is the 90-degree angle right here. This is where a pipe is gonna shoot up, and then it's gonna go into the bottom of a bucket. All I have to do now with this system is teach them how to peck on it, which most chickens are pretty curious, so they'll figure it out anyways. But they'll come peck this, the water will come out, they'll drink from it, and as you see, this isn't a big bowl, so there's nothing they can dirty. It just makes this a lot cleaner system, a lot easier for me and my wife. When I'm not here, she helps me a ton, just refilling waters, and she's got 4 kids she's trying to watch after as well. So her life is very hectic, and trying to make her life and my life easier. So when this pipe comes up out of here, be like this. Hole in the bottom of the bucket has the fitting, and then you just fill the bucket full. And I'm not gonna glue right here. If I wanna move this, I have to take, it makes it a lot more awkward to try to get it up out of there. Now the risk you run when you don't glue things is things leak obviously and things come apart, but I'm hoping to just dry fit this and just push it down in there deep enough to where it'll, if I don't glue this one section, hopefully it'll still stay. So now I'm gonna take this over to the water hose. I'm gonna fill this bucket up. We shouldn't see any dripping down here. I haven't done the tape on the threads yet, so that could be a reason if it does drip. But if I do the tape and it still drips, then that means I've screwed my hole up in my bucket and I'll start over. So let's go see if this works. So as you can see, this was just from down at the farm. These things get disgusting. Put the tape on the threads. You do it clockwise, that way when you twist it, it doesn't pull all the tape off. I had to learn that the hard way too, because there have been so many times I'd put plumber's tape on stuff, and when I twist it on, it just comes right off. I'm like, well, what's even the point of this stuff? Come to find out, it rips it because you didn't thread it on correctly. Let's just see if the water leaks out of the jug. If it doesn't, then it's a success. It's definitely up over the little bulkhead union that sticks up a little bit. Let's just see what happens if I untwist this. We have water, folks. Now I'm going to take it back and glue it, but I can say this is a start to something a lot easier for me and my wife to water our chickens. I'm really happy that this worked out. Now once I've glued, put everything together, we know we have a drip-free bucket, so that was the first step. I'd say this is a win on my first little chicken water project here. So first thing I want to do is I want to go ahead and mount this. It's going to go right along the wall. And they're obviously going crazy with this, but the problem is you got to take a chick and make sure it's like above their head. You want it either at eye level or a little above. You don't want it too far down or too far up, because then they're not going to reach to peck it or drink it. So it's got to be pretty good height for them to reach. I'm going to have to take a chick and put its head like kind of while it's sitting on the wall and then make a mark.
Some of them you'll throw up, actually. And this only happens every few years when something really, really bad happens or something. I mean, I'm physically gonna puke probably right now. My mouth is watering right now.
So as you see, its head came to about right there. So that's kind of where I want my waters to be, somewhere in that range. Be right at eye level for him. So that's about perfect, actually. Kind of give you a step-by-step. So we check the leak. That part's done. This is tape. That's done. So we're gonna let that sit there for 5 minutes, let it dry. I always try to wipe away with a dry paper towel, the extra glue, primer, which as you see on my pipes here, there's still some primer all over them. It just runs everywhere. It does make a mess. So I've already made this. This is my shutoff valve. This is gonna be at the main end. So it's gonna be like this in the brooder. Then this is now going to go down in that. You're gonna have one more piece of pipe connected into that, and then you're gonna fill your bucket up, and the water runs right to the nipples. I want it going down through this wood that you see. I'm using these I got from Walmart. They're just the command hooks. I bought them, and I wasn't really sure if they'd even fit. Magically, the PVC pipe fits perfect for them. I don't want to drill holes in the side of my tank. It would have been really easy if I'd done that, because then I could just use pipe straps and just mount them to the side of the tank. But I really just didn't want to damage this and put a bunch of holes in it. So I went to Walmart, and these are these command hooks. And they say they hold 15 pounds, and I bought 4 of them. So technically this should hold this little PVC pipe with water in it. I try to do things where I'm not going to have to do them again, hopefully. I would think you would want your water, these nipples in the right place first. And you always got a chick trying to fly out. They're crazy. We want the top of this right here, got some mud on it, the top of this being a little bit below our black marker line. Clicked on. Now that's going to sit right there. I'm going to go ahead and do the other ones, and I'm going to spread them out evenly and just see if it holds it with no water in it. I'm just going to try to spread them out about every 12, 15 inches. Kind of tough to get a job done when these guys don't stop jumping and climbing on things. And as you see, that right there is going to screw directly in, so it's going to be perfect. And it looks like a success. The only thing I say I wish I would have did differently, I wish I would have pushed it down a little bit more, because some of the taller ones are doing fine, but I do have a couple breeds of chickens that are a little tinier, and I don't know if they're going to quite reach it as good. Got a lot done today. I got the whole water system put in. They have figured out how to peck at it. Folks, that's all for the chicken waterer project. Stay tuned for more videos at the farm. Like, subscribe, and share, and God bless you. Hope you like our channel.